Hello! Today we've got a real event. Finally, we've come to visit Natalia. And today's video record we call Playing Duets. It is such a long-awaited event. We have met on the site Land of Masters, we've been corresponding, and finally we've done it. Two creative persons have met and felt like turning this meeting into some article. We've come to Natasha and seen such a wonderful box that was already ready. We were thinking what to make during our stay at Summer Cottage. And we've decided that this box requires a lid. The lid has to be oval, and the task we have made is to make not too complicated, fast, original lid, but the lid that requires some calculation to fit this very box. We have thought, mostly Natasha has, and now we'd like to show you the way it was going. So, we have put 5 couples of the tubes. Now interlace them in a regular cotton weaving with some intervals to get a rhombus. The first couple, press, now vice versa, and glue in the places of joints. We've got such an interlaced surface, but our task is to make an oval to fit the lid to the box, to this basket. How to calculate? Natasha, you're welcome. So, to calculate everything correctly, let's measure our basket size at first. Look, it is 22 centimeters wide and 31 centimeters long. 22 and 31, remember. Now let's try to measure the rhombus. It is 12 centimeters wide here, but we need 22, which means we are 10 centimeters short, so we'll have to weave 5 centimeters from each side additional. Now here we need 31, while we have 18. For the lid to lie smoothly we have to add only 10 centimeters here as well, while we lack 13. That is, we divide these 3 centimeters for 2 sides, which is 1.5 centimeters at each side. The very 1.5 centimeters we have to indent for the lid to fit our box smoothly. Let's mark 1.5 centimeters on our poles in this very corner. Here 1.5 centimeters and here. If we're a couple of millimeters wrong, it doesn't really matter. This way. Now we see that our weaving have to pass the points marked with chalk and very close to the corners where the rhombus is narrower. That is, here very tight, and then gradually get into these points, get tight again, and go on like this. You can even mark the outline path of how our working tubes will be going. This way, and further. Something like this. Now let's try weaving. Here we have woven 1 row. Notice that here where we have made the marks, we have stepped 1.5 centimeters from the place of crossing of the tubes. While where the lid will be narrower, the weaving comes tight to the cross. We have made 1 row, now continue weaving in the technique of a row. So, we have woven 5 rows, embracing 2 tubes at a time, And then we have separated the tubes and passed to weaving one tube at a time. And this way we continue up to the end. But before we continue, to make sure once again that the lead is going to fit the basket perfectly, we'll make preliminary measurements. I'll remind you, here the size is 22 and 31. Now look at the lead. Here we have 16, 6 centimeters less. Here 25, 6 centimeters less as well. As you see, if we continue weaving all the rows smoothly, the lead is going to fit the basket perfectly. As a final result, you have to get such a lead. We have only started working so far. As a result, it will look like this. And also this time we plan to decorate it with a different type of network, with a flat one, and to make such a board. But it will be in future modification of our common duet work.